Cindy, and today I'll be making Korean tofu soup. Don't count on me to say it right because I'm not Korean, but maybe it's Sundubu-Jigae. Let's begin. To make the paste, I'm going to use ground pork. I'm going to mince up some garlic, red pepper flakes, some soy sauce, sesame oil, some kosher salt, a little bit of sugar. I'm going to dice up some yellow onions and some green onions. For the broth, I'm going to boil up some anchovies and some kelp to give the broth a depth of flavor. And of course, for the soup, we're going to need our silken tofu. So I'm making a big batch of tofu soup paste so that I'm able to put it in the freezer, and whenever I feel like eating it or I need like a quick meal, I just take it out and it's ready for me. So right now I have some water boiling. I'm going to add the kelp and anchovies in, and I'll let that boil for about 10 minutes so that the flavor can come out. So first I started off with prepping the veggies. So I started chopping up green onion, some yellow onion, and some garlic. And while I was chopping up the garlic, I realized that I had a garlic presser, so that made the garlic mincing a lot easier. Then in a mixing bowl, I mixed some red chili flakes, soy sauce, sesame oil, and sugar. The reason why I'm mixing the chili flakes with all the seasonings separately and not in the heated pan later is because chili flakes actually burn very easily, and we want to avoid having it on the heat for so long. To begin making the paste, I started off with the aromatics. I heated up a pan, put in some oil, then I added green onions, yellow onions, and the garlic. I sauteed that and let that sweat for a little bit until fragrant. After the aromatics have been sweated, I added ground pork to the pan and I let that brown for a little bit. This pork fat will add a lot of flavor to the soup. So once the pork has been fully cooked, I added the bowl of seasonings that we combined earlier. And the juices from the fat will actually help prevent the red pepper flakes from burning as well. You can feel free to add salt in this paste, but I like to avoid putting salt until I make the actual soup. So now that the paste is ready, I heated up a small stone pot for tofu soup or steamed egg, and I put in a little bit of the paste inside, and I strained the broth that we made earlier, and I poured the broth inside the bowl. So like I mentioned earlier, at this time I'm going to add a little bit of kosher salt. I also added a little bit of MSG to give it that restaurant flavor. You don't have to do this, but it definitely takes it up a notch. So after the broth has been tasted and good to go, I started putting in the tofu. I did this half at a time so it wouldn't splatter everywhere, but it ended up doing that anyways. So with the spoon, I broke up the tofu into large chunks and let that boil for a little bit. It's ready! I am so excited to eat this. Okay, the only thing that's missing is an egg and green onion for garnish. So let's put that in. Oh my god, look at that. That looks so good. Okay. I think I took too long trying to record everything so it's not bubbling anymore, but definitely was earlier. Okay, let's put some soup over the egg so it can cook a little bit. Cannot wait to eat this. So good. Hey, are you ready? I'm ready. I'm ready. Are you ready? Okay, let's do this. That is so good. Some soup and my rice. That is just, you guys, Korean tofu soup. One of the most satisfying tastes. I don't know about you guys, but I love white rice. It's just so good. Okay, I'm gonna break the yolk. Oh yeah, look at that. It's yolk time. Yum! So good. I wish you guys could eat this right now. I'm done recording myself eating. So that was my video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you liked it, please give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe. Until next time.